Hey guys, Sonic here from DGN, welcome back. So today, we're here with this bulk of a thing. The square nozzle and the freaking laser beams. Today, we will become a freaking laser beam shark. No, today we're going to be looking at the OPTICOR VANDAL, the faster firing, higher stats, lower damage version of the normal OPTICOR. I hate the normal OPTICOR, so I'm only going to do a video on this dang thing because I hate the OPTICOR. Unless this video gets like 10 likes. But still, I'm not going to be doing the OPTICOR unless this video gets a decent amount of likes. So this is the OPTICOR VANDAL. I colored it special, so... It's a it's pretty fast. So compared to the normal OPTICOR, the normal OPTICOR does like 1,000. This thing does like 400. So yeah, about 400-ish. I'm not doing that math in my head, so about 400. Yeah, but it's got 100 accuracy. Do not play with heavy caliber, folks. 60 charge rate, that's actually pretty good. That's about a half a second of charge rate. 24% crit chance, that's decent. Normal OPTICOR, I think, only had 10 or 15. 2.6 crit multiplier, nice. Yeah, 2 fire rate, that's fine. I'm going to be buffing that anyway. Magazine of 8, amazing. Punch through of 1, that's very nice, especially for shield lancers. Reload of 1.4, nice. Status of 30. It's okay, you don't really need to get to 100%. I'd rather convert some of that into crit chance or whatever. Trigger charge, yeah, that's whatever. And about 400 damage, most of it being puncture, so this is not a slasher, per se. Let's hop into the build. This is the build that I run, like all the time. I swap, depends on the content I'm doing, I swap this out. Like if I'm doing other content, I'd swap that out for probably Malignant Force. For more corrosive and stuff, but I'm just going to take this build. It's got Serration for damage, Split Chamber for multi-shot, Point Strike for critical chance, Vital Sense for crit damage, Vial Acceleration. Now this is kind of an option. You could run with other fire rate mods. Let's search up fire rate real quick. Yeah, if we look at fire rate, there's Speed Trigger right here, which is 60%, but this is 90%. There's also Vigilante Shiver, 45%. And there's spring-loaded chamber, which you have 75, but that's only on reload. Prime Shred, which it's like Vigilante, a little bit better than Vigilante Fervor, but then again, this build isn't really optimized. Like I could probably add another form or two, but yeah, that's really it. I prefer Vial Acceleration because it's just the right amount of fire rate, for me at least. That for some slash procs, because you will be hitting some slashes. And all those high-level enemies, the slashes are nice. And corrosive, with 90 and a 60-60, which is all you're really going to need. Let's test this on some level 100 Corrupted Heavy Gunners. Level 100, thank you. I was doing some radical testing with my melee weapon earlier. These enemies will be paused, but with that 1 meter punch through. As you can see, you don't really have much of a problem killing these guys. I mean, if we get lucky with our crits, and I am running Vigilante mods on my Sentinel weapon, which all of you should do. It does good damage. I mean, you gotta get lucky on your crits, but it is good. I was just getting probably a ribbon for this thing that adds crit chance to make it go over 100%. Which I don't currently have. I don't have any ribbons for this thing, nor will I get one because they're bloody expensive. So, and also if you noticed, if I hits 2 targets at once. Yeah, like it does a lot of damage. I mean, it's an OPTICOR. It's in the OPTICOR family, so it does a pretty good amount of damage, and it fires ridiculously fast. I mean, compared to normal OPTICOR, it took 2 seconds to charge this thing. Let's count. 1, 2, and it'll just fire. This thing, 0.3 seconds. Beautiful and marvelous. I love it. Now, if we were to take off Hunter munitions, which does add some DPS. 100 munitions does add some DPS. But we take it off and replace it with Malignant Force. You can also replace that for Argon Scope. Again, I don't have Argon Scope. I don't have that kind of platinum. But yeah. With swapping it out, I mean, it might be better, but I just prefer 100 munitions. Yeah, it's a bit more consistent when it comes to the damage, but you're not really going to be hitting... Oh yeah, all these impact procs are making me mad. I mean, as you can see, it does a little bit more damage, but again, the slash procs tend to finish off the targets faster than this. So you can see I got lucky with the crits there. Come on, you dumb. As you can see, it is more consistent with hunter munitions, but I mean, come on, when are you gonna need, like, hunter munitions is just more better in, like, the wide variety of content. You can go with either one, up to you. I would suggest swapping it out for, Argon Scope or a Riven with crit chance and something else. Whatever you want, really. I mean, if you want more status chance, go for that. Want more punch through, go for that. But crit chance is definitely a need. Something that can bring it up to above either 100% or above. Because this thing's got, like, I think a 3 out of 5 Riven Depot. I don't know. Again, I don't own Rivens for most of the stuff in this game. I only have, like, 15 good Rivens. So, another thing you could do is this build right here. Now, let me swap this out for the Prime version, because I got that recently. So, yeah, it's better. 40% fire rate, plus 60% fire rate, plus 45% fire rate, plus 75% fire rate, plus 90% fire rate, equals a charge time of 0.18. Plus, if we throw in the buff from Harrow, I'm on a controller, so I'm not going to be able to click as fast as this. If we throw in the buff from Harrow, which, I think I've got a penance buff. Yep, a penance buff build. So I just, it fires as fast as I can crit. It fires as fast as I can crit. Of course, it's not the best build in the game, obviously. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, no one needs to fire this stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't even need Harrow. It can still use... I'm tapping the trigger right now. Like, I am just merely tapping the trigger right now. And, like, it's not even, like... I am just tapping the trigger. Like, you can hear this right here. But you have to reload. You can hear that clicking. That is just one tap. And let's say I'm just going to bump these guys down. Like, this is probably more realistic. Like, this is star chart level. I mean, if you want to have fun with a max fire rate build, you just want to hit some star chart enemies. This is a bit extreme levels of star chart enemies. And it's a decent damage, not really. But, I mean... What else do you want? It's like, it's a machine gun OPTICOR. I mean, what else do you want? If I were to hold it down to charge, then it would actually take, it would be this long, but... Like, what else do you want? It's a machine gun OPTICOR. Those were those builds. Now let's go back to the normal build, and, I'm going to keep on this build because it does a little bit more damage. So, I'm going to put on Mirage, and let's buff everything up with Warframe buffs, eh? Now, of course, we're going to go to the almost highest amount of power strength that I can get. I don't have an Umbral build like Lazar, but, well, you're going to have to put up with me. Not just 140. Why not? They're just going to die. You know what? Just doesn't really matter. These are some rather extreme Warframe buffs. And like I don't run these kind of buffs in normal mission. I'm a Frost main, as you guys probably know by my Warframe usage. I literally have I have 25% usage on Frost compared to the rest of my Warframe, which are like at like either like 0.1 or like I think Valkyrie's at like 8. So these are some rather extreme Warframe buffs, but you saw the damage there. That's a lot. Now I'm not running any arcanes or auras, so this is kind of a bare bones Warframe buffs. Like, I mean, it's a pretty high Mirage buff, but I'm not running like Arcane Rage or Arcane Avenger or anything like that, or Rifle Lamp or Corrosive Projectile. I'm not running any of that stuff. But you guys could make this weapon way more powerful. And if that's not that's not powerful enough for you, I don't know what your standards are. Like, let's just turn these down to like 100, which is the highest you'll see pretty much in the entire game. Pretty much. I mean, like 110 is probably the highest you'll see, but let's just take these for example. One shot. One shot. If you don't get a crit, it doesn't one shot, but one shot. One shot. One shot. You guys, this is all you'll ever need for most of the game. I mean, well, this weapon will take you through the entire game with relative ease, and I would definitely recommend it. Well, of course, yeah, you can still get it from the Thermia Fractures event. It just takes a freaking long time to get. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it informative. And I hope you look at farming the 100 Thermia Fractures to get this thing. And I hope you actually do that and actually get to try this beast of a weapon, because it's actually very fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.